Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing a walkthrough of the HOURLY in the Bouquet theme. I'm going to show you all about what this looks like inside, and we're also doing a plan with me. So if you didn't see in my video, I took one of these that I received. I've ordered a few planners, so I got a few of them, and I punched it with a similar punch to the Erin Condren, and I coiled it into my planner. So I am trying to walk through each of these. I need to back plan a couple. But this week is the minimal HOURLY that we're going to be planning in. I have a Bouquet HOURLY. So we're going to walk through this whole planner. I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. And then we're going to be doing a plan with me. And I am using my graduation kit with the cute little graduation geese. I know that's kind of random. For some reason, I had this inspiration to do a geese planner theme. I don't know why, but I loved it. And I was so happy that so many of you loved this. I've been asked to bring back the geese with different themes. I just think this is so cute. My son is graduating this month, and this was the week that I decided to use it. He is graduating. He has one graduation on Sunday, and then he has his big graduation in a couple of weeks, but his school ends this week. So I decided I was going to use this kit this week because I was just so excited. I've been waiting for a couple of months to use it, and I can't wait. So let me move this aside. We're going to walk through the HOURLY first. If you want to get straight to the plan with me, I'll have that timestamp below if you've already seen the insides of this. But I think that I want to have a walkthrough of each of the layouts alone for those who are looking into just that specific one. So this is the HOURLY Life Planner. All of the weekly planners with Erin Condren are only available in the 7x9 layout now. They've done away with the A5 compact vertical, the A5 horizontal. Like, they don't have those things anymore. Unless you get the undated punched one, the 6-ring punched one. That one they still have available right now if it's undated. But as for a dated planner, all of the weeklies are only available in 7x9. You can choose from 4 different coils. They have rose gold, the platinum that it comes with, and then they have a colorful one as well. And then this here is the colorful bouquet cover. And they also have a earth tones bouquet cover, just the classic bouquet cover that's pink. This one, I love the brighter colors. I feel like it's toned down a little bit so that it can go with the colors that are in the bouquet, which are kind of pastel. But it also has the bright colors in it so that I think it would go great with the hexagon. And of course, minimal goes with everything because it has no color in it. This particular cover has this gorgeous foiling in it. I love these like cute dots. I picked the gold coil to go with it because I thought that was such a gorgeous combo. I really, really like this. So the HOURLY planner is like my default. Whenever I am feeling unsettled in my whatever weekly I'm using, I always go back to the HOURLY. It feels very much like home to me, and I love this layout. But let's go through this. All of the designs this year just have this regular vellum on it that's not printed on this year because they did the printing directly on the name page. Love it or hate it. I'm one who is mourning a little bit that the vellum is not printed on, but some people are excited about it. I've heard some people that don't like the vellum, like that they can rip it out and still have the printing on their page. So, I mean, I really think any change that Erin Condren does, some people are going to be sad about it, and there's going to be some people who are excited. This is what the name page looked like. You have this gorgeous bouquet florals on and the like denim-y gray-blue color of life planner there. And this is the HOURLY layout. I love this page so much. I think they did a great job with the colors and the prints this year. And this one is just so beautiful. This is the 2025-2026 tab, and it goes into the year at a glance page. I guess this is like a year and a half glance page. Goes from July 2025 to December of 2026. There are no titles on this or the bouquet theme. It's not in this. This is just black and white, which I love that. And you have the new fonts on here. So this is the new serif font that goes with the bouquet theme. They have like a script and then the serif font. I love the fonts. In the past, some of their floral themes, I have not liked the script fonts that they've chosen. So I'm really pleased with the ones that they chose this year. I think they're really beautiful. The next page is your 12-month page. It still has the quote at the top that says, have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. But these are unlabeled 12 boxes. They do have the same colors on these 6 as these 6. In the bouquet theme, there are 6 colors and they repeat each of the 6 months. So this could be your 12 months of the year if you'd like, or it could be anything. So I've seen people use this for goals. I've seen people use this for big appointments that they have. Other people have used it for like their cleaning schedule for the year. In the past, I've used this as my 5 kids. I had a little feature for each of the 5 kids at the beginning of the school year, and then we'd do an end of the school year, and I had their picture on here. That was really cute. So many things you can do with this. And then after this, Erin Condren this year added in a couple of the month's pages. So you have May and June. Now, this year, they did offer a August start planner. If you get the August start, you still will get May and June. That's just standard. Those are just the ones that you'll get. So in the bouquet theme, you'll have the month in the script that matches the color of the month. May is kind of this like orangey color, peachy color. On the bouquet, this entire side is shaded with white lines. Their months are really small. They look smaller to me this year, but I don't know that they did get smaller. They just feel like very non-obtrusive, which is always a big deal to me because you have very limited space in a monthly, and I don't want them to take up space for things that I don't celebrate. I prefer either them being really small like this or not in here at all. So I like the way they've done this. Very readable and easy to use. So you have May and June in your month. June is like this purple color. And then a notes page before you get into the actual months of your planner. So let's look at the different tabs for this. I chose a July start for this particular planner. So July, August is that pink. September is that buttery yellow. October is that denim color. And then November has that kind of orangey khaki color. And December is purple. January is the green again, and then it repeats. The quotes on these pages have been the same in all their planners. I love that in the bouquet this year, they have these like flora kind of quotes. Keep going, keep growing, or even flower needs season for renewal. Bloom at your own pace. They're all kind of flower themed, which I think is really cute. So here's what the July month page is. It's that green color. And then the next page will be your monthly, I think they call this productivity page now. We all called it the monthly dashboard. It has changed a little bit. I have new kits for this, by the way. One of the reasons that I buy an Erin Condren, and I know so many people buy their Erin Condren for this reason, is that it has the most amazing paper. I think it has the #1 paper on the market. I really do. Now, it does have texture to it, so you have to like that. But the reason I love that is I feel like my handwriting looks better on it. I feel like any pen works on it. You can highlight over most pens because the texture just soaks in all of that pen and makes it so it won't smear or bleed or do any of that. It's beautiful paper. And then we're taking sticker paper, which I use the nicest sticker paper I can find in my shop, but it will never be this 80-pound Mohawk paper. It won't be. So we're covering up this gorgeous paper with stickers, and every bit of this page was being covered up with my sticker kit, which was really cute. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's super cute. But it's taking away from the experience of actually writing on this page. So I have changed mine, and I love it. And I'll show you my May in just a second. But it basically just covers all of the headers and turns this into a very usable page. And then I do have boxes that completely cover this bottom one, and you can choose from lined, habit tracking, and a book tracking. And I did have a request recently for a dot grid, so I may bring that in next month. This page I'm very excited about. So you have your dashboard productivity page followed by a notes page, and then this is what your hourly layout looks like. It is pretty much the same in any of your layouts. In the minimal, you won't have any shading up here. In the colorful, you will have shading up here, but it will be in the colorful colors that match the colorful tabs. But that's the only color in the colorful. And then in this one, obviously the bouquet, you'll have that more pastel shading. Here you can see like the pinky color for August. and the yellow color for September. So it's very pastel in here, and it's just a little bit more vibrant in your colorful. But that is the only color, and then the month too will be in color in both of those. And then also with the hourly, there's no more month over here, so you don't have to cover that up. Or I know some people are really sad about it and they actually loved that month, but there isn't a month there, so you have a much longer notes section over here, and then you have 2 habit trackers at the bottom of the hourly. After the very last month, which if you get a July start, the last month will be July, you have the notes section, and you get 8 notes pages in here. They're just lined. They don't have the little Erin Condren logo at the top. And then you have your heritage, awareness, and observances, your Let's Keep in Touch page. I always tell you this, so maybe you're getting annoyed that I keep saying it, but I always use this for a gift idea for Christmas page. So I put their name and then the gifts I am thinking about getting them on that page. This is your 2027, so your think ahead calendar, and you have the calendar plus 3 of these checklists under each month, and then a notes section at the bottom. They have removed all of the theme from the stickers, so there's not like florals in here. The colorful will have colorful stickers. The Bouquet will have these kind of neutrally colored stickers. I actually really like that because I feel like it makes them more usable. But yeah, you just have these functional stickers and then a birthday page. And then you have your appointment labels with the silver. And then all of the planners are coming with the same folder this year. They're not printed on with the theme, which is also kind of a sad thing to me. I get that this probably makes production easier for them, but I do like this color. So it's not like a horrible thing, but I do wish that this was Bouquet and that the colorful was the hexagon folder. It was one of the things that I felt like made Erin Condren kind of special, that they had those touches. So it is a little bit sad to me. All right, so that's the hourly and the Bouquet. I'm going to be designing in the hourly today, but it's the minimal hourly for this week, May 12th through the 18th. And like I said, I coiled these into here. So first I want to show you what my new kits look like. So in the actual planner, this page will always be on this side and this page will always be on this side, but just because it came from that book, that's how it was done. So you can see that my stickers just cover these headers. There are little titles that you can put in, and then I have the habit tracker in here for this. This is what that page looks like, and I'm so excited about my new kits that go over there. All right, and then we are going to be doing the hourly. So this is the minimal hourly. You can see the difference between the two is that the minimal has no shading at all, and the Bouquet has that shading at the top. And then, of course, the font is different in all of them. I really, really love the minimal font, actually. I think it might be my favorite font of all of the kits. You also might notice that the dates are the same font. So these two are the same. Let's dive in to this planner. This is going to be my planner for next year. And I do not have an hourly planner. My planner is actually a colorful dashboard, but today it's going to be this page. I am going to be using my kit that is 157. It's completely out of order here. This is the full kit, but I did choose the A2. So with the full kit, you get A, B, C, D, E, but you have 2 choices for A, and then now there are 2 choices for B as well. With the A, I chose A2, which is the one that works with the hourly. You can use either one in the hourly actually, but this one's made specifically for the hourly planner. So on the new kits, there is a option for a B2, and B2 just has square boxes. This is a standard full-size box, but with all the new kits, one option I made available is that they will be coming in square boxes. This kit's from a couple months ago, so this one is not available. Hopefully soon I will have most of them updated. So here's sheet D with all the scripts, and this is my favorite of all the sheets because I love all the geese, and it reminds me of my son who's graduating and all of his little friends. And then this is the decor sheet, which I love with these geese. I love this book. I love this big bookshelf up here. I just think this is going to be a really fun week. I am going to get started I'm actually going to put these geese down as the very first thing across the bottom of these pages. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I put a dotted line at the 5 o'clock hour, and this is where I just mark down my dinner plans. Now I'm going to be using these days of the week strips. So the difference between the A2 sheet versus the A is that the A sheet, these are each their own box. They're like quarter box size, which fits, it does fit up here, but it just makes it more universal so you can use it on any planner. This kit, this is a strip and it fits into this box here. So it just takes up a little less space, but it also just fits this hourly perfect. So this kit has some florals in it. So it's a really cute like girl graduation kit. So I love that I have this one to kind of make it a little bit more gender neutral. I do love all the florals that are in this and I think that they're so cute. And I mean, who cares? It's my planner. I could use florals in my planner. But I do love that I have this, which seems a little bit more like my son's graduating from high school. By the way, these are Laurel Denise tweezers if you're looking for them, but you can get very similar ones on Amazon. And they were kind of, I don't know, maybe tweezers are just expensive, but I remember them thinking that they were kind of expensive. So I have purchased Amazon tweezers many a time, and they're just as good. There's nothing special about these ones. All right, now I want to add one of these up here at the top. By the way, if you see these little squares at the top of these pages, it's because they're from that sampler pack that comes as the freebie. Normally the weeks do not have that square. All right, I think I want to add this big goose face to the top here. And then I'm going to put this Taslo's Worth the Hassle on Sunday night because that's when it's one of his ceremonies are on Sunday night this night, so I wanted to put that there. And because this is kind of a special week, I'm going to leave it a little bit open because I like to come back at the end of the week and add pictures in and different things from the week that I might want to put in here. From this one, you get 7 meals, and I just want to put them down in this meal area here. I do have these 2 habit trackers, by the way, to cover those if you would like to. I don't want to habit track at all, so I'm going to completely cover that with something else. I've kind of talked about how I'm not a huge habit tracker fan. They stress me out. I can do monthly habit tracking, which you may have seen here. Like I do this monthly habit tracking where I just keep track of when I work out and some other things. You can see how poorly I have done on my water and tracking food. It's because I didn't decide to add those habits in until this day, but also I'm not very good at them, which is one reason why they're on there. I want to add this week flag here. And then I'm going to add this. I love this sticker. I think it turned out so cute. It's kind of like a composition notebook background, but it just turned out so cute. So I think it's so fun for this week. And then I want to add this errands one to the next line because I do have a bunch of things I need to get done this week. And I'm going to add this checklist in from this one. And then from my decor sheet, I think I want to bring this over here. I really wanted it to cover up those habit trackers, but it looks like it might be too. I think I'm going to put this floral down first and kind of let it go over the edge. And then I will add this kind of layered on the top. When I cut it off, I always do it from the other side. I just feel like it's easier to see where it's coming. Okay, that looks cute. And then I want to use these 6 flags here to mark the 6 days that I'm working out. And I'm going to turn this upside down so I can line it up a little bit better. And I'm just going to put one on each day of my workout. So I like to work out before my kids are even awake in the morning. Otherwise, I just don't get it done. If I don't work out first thing, I don't get it done. And for my mental health, I just require it. It's kind of non-negotiable. I don't have a good day if I don't work out mentally. And so it's kind of something that I've learned to love. It's so funny to even say, like, I hated working out. Hated it. Even after, like, into my adulthood. I have learned to like it since having my last baby, which is when kind of my mental health issues started too. I didn't really get postpartum depression or postpartum anxiety with any of my kids until my 5th child. And then it was pretty bad. So I have learned that for me, just to live a normal life and to like function, I have to work out. And I think because it makes my days so good, I've also learned to love it. So while I'm there, I love it, which is so strange to say because I just despised it up to that point. I want to add some of these full boxes on here. I love this one. It kind of has that same like composition notebook feel, although it's letters back there. And then you have that same book thing. I'm going to put that here because we do have an event that day. And I just want to add some of these in randomly in here. I am not totally, with the hourly, I've always used it more as a lined vertical than the hours. So I don't really mind covering up some of this time and using it in different ways. Have you ever heard the term Maysumber? I feel like that with this month, that it is just the wildest, most like busy month of the year. And I really do think it's even busier, especially when you start getting high schoolers or kids who are involved in different things. I do think it is busier than I think it's busier than December. So I totally agree with that nickname of it. Okay, so I don't really love this one down here. I feel like it needs to be at the beginning of the day, so I'm going to move it. I just want to put down some major things that are happening on these different days. We have a lot. Like I said, we have a dinner party here tonight. Oh my goodness. I stopped my camera to go up and get my iPad so I could see my appointments. And then I think I forgot to push record. So I have filled this in with our different events. This really stinks. I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to walk you through it. I did fill in all of the days for my workouts. I do a different thing each day. I do 2 leg days. Generally, one is hamstring and one is quads. And then I usually do 2 back days. I try to fit shoulders in each day, and then I have a cardio day on Saturday. My cardio day is like just a full cardio. My husband loves to go running here in the mountains, and I like going hiking. I generally go to the gym to do my hiking. I put in my podcast that I'm listening to. I'm currently listening to mostly just religious podcasts. In the past, I've had other podcasts that I've listened to. I'm trying to listen to better things that are more uplifting. I used to listen to some true crime and things like that, and I don't know, it's just so, the world seems so heavy right now that I haven't been able to do any true crime or like heavy stories right now. I just can't do it. So that's what I generally listen to, like religious stuff, and do a big hiking day that day. And then on Monday, I just put that I had report with my nursing job this week. So I work for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for a full week. And then I sometimes do 2 weeks in a row, and then I'll get 2 weeks off. So I'm in an off week right now, but we do report every week anyway, just to kind of fill in on what happened that week. So we had a report this morning, and then my summer semester begins for my nursing job. I have a bachelor's of health science and my ADN, which is like your RN degree for nursing. And then I'm currently working on my BSN for nursing as well. So my summer semester began on Monday, and then I have a doctor's appointment the next day. My daughter, who is like the most drama kid of drama kids, has her drama awards on Wednesday. So I wrote that down. And then thank goodness, my son, who has like that crazy alpaca hair that all the teenage boys have, I finally got him into a haircutting appointment on Wednesday. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get that haircut. And then my youngest, every year their school goes on a river rafting trip down the Colorado. And then they do this lottery for parents for chaperoning. And every year my husband has won the lottery to go with all of the 4 kids up to this point until this year. So he's I think Nora's fine with it, but Jason's a little bit more bummed than Nora is. He's sad that he doesn't get to go, but it probably is another parent's turn. So she has a river rafting trip on Thursday, and then a piano recital that night, and my son has his volleyball banquet that night. And then on Friday is field day for the kids. I want to know what your field day was like, because my field day growing up was like a physical education test. Like we had pull-ups and long jump, and I hated it. I hated it so much. It was like running the 500 meter, running the 800 meter, running the 1600 meter. Like it was all the not fun stuff. Well, at my kids' school, they absolutely love field day because they rent like these water park bounce houses, these giant slides. It is like a water park there. It's so fun. And I would have loved that as a kid, and they love it. I feel like that's more of a celebration. I felt like field day was torture when I was growing up. What was yours like? Please tell me down below what your field day was like, because mine was not what it is here. And well, and maybe because it's so hot here too. They probably couldn't do these like big physical activities like that, because some years it's 100 degrees on field day. This year it's going to be a little bit like in the 80s, I think. So we might be a little chilly. I know that's not chilly to some of you, but here in Vegas, 80s is like cool spring and a little bit not water weather. So they may be a little cold that day. And then we have a soccer game at 8. And then my senior has his big water park day for his senior year is on Saturday. So he's going to miss we're going to the Wizard of Oz that night as a family. And then on Sunday, my son is speaking at church, and the same son, he's the one that's graduating, is graduating from seminary for our church. So he goes to church every day before school. He actually goes to seminary for our church. And then, so they have seminary graduation. He was asked to speak at that too. So he's speaking twice on Sunday. And I think his last day of school is Friday. They're doing all their senior finals on Friday. So he's done, even though the kids actually have a whole nother week of school left after this. The seniors are done. And then next week's the last week of school for everyone. And then he has graduation the week after that. But so it's kind of a busy week. I'm leaving a couple spots open so I can put pictures in. I added some of my decor sheet on here. I put the big goose here and just some little things here and there. I'll probably go in at the end of the week and add pictures and some journaling and different things just to kind of fill it out and make it a little bit more personal. And so we can look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember that happened this week. And so I'm going to have this close by. I usually keep my decor sheet in my back folder. As each day happens, I'll write in memories or different things on the day. And that is it. So that is what my hourly looks like. I'm so sorry I didn't get that camera turned back on after I went up to get that, but here is what it looks like. Pretty easy. Sometimes I write on the paper and sometimes I use appointments for all my appointments. It just depends on the different week. But this is what my weekly kit looks like in the hourly, and I love it. I think it's so cute. If you are interested in getting any of these stickers, I will have my sticker link below. I do have a coupon code for YouTube viewers that will be below as well. And then if you want to buy it from Erin Condren, I also have my affiliate link. Thank you so much when you choose to use my link. It means so much to me. It does help me keep this channel going. I generally put that money right back into this channel, getting products to share with you, to review with you. And I've been using an Erin Condren for 16 years now. Every year I've bought one. It's probably my top planner brand, although I love so many. But this one is the one that I think if I had to only choose one, this is what it would be. I really, really love it. I love everything about it. It really feels like a step up, like a luxury planner. So also, if you're interested in getting the punch so that you can put your papers in, I didn't perfectly line it up, although I'm sure that someone smarter than me could, but it did allow me to put that book into this planner so I can get started right away. I haven't done anything else with the planner because I'm going to do setup videos soon. I am working through those pages. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. Don't forget to tell me what you guys did on field day growing up, because I'm super curious if you were tortured like me or if you got like this spoiled day like my kids have. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you very soon. See you. Bye.